thousands of royal artifacts were violently taken away by British forces in 1897 from the Oba's palace in the ancient kingdom of Benin in what is now southern Nigeria. These artifacts are the Benin Bronzes, some of the most remarkable works of art ever created in the ancient world. For decades, Nigeria demanded their return, but the West refused. As early as 1935, the Oba of Benin petitioned the British to return his ancestral treasures, but he was ignored. In 1977, the government under General Olusegun Obasanjo requested to borrow these iconic artifacts from the British Museum as the symbol of the largest celebration of African arts and culture ever held, Festac 77. The request was refused. However, things began to change in 2007 when international museums opened negotiations with Nigerian representatives. As a result, the Museum of West African Art was built in Benin City, a modern institution meant to house the bronzes once they return home. But instead of celebration, a new conflict arose regarding who should control these artifacts once they return to Nigeria. When museums in Germany, the UK, US and the Netherlands agreed to repatriate the Benin Bronzes, they expected them to go to this new museum in Benin City. For that reason, in 2022, Germany returned 21 artifacts back to Nigeria in a grand celebration to be kept in the Museum of West African Art. But the Oba strongly disagreed and argued that the artifacts belonged in his palace where they had stood for centuries before the British stole them in 1897. Museums in Europe and America were unhappy about this opinion and did not want to hand over the bronzes to the Oba. But in 2023, the Oba secured a presidential decree granting him ownership of all returned artifacts. That decree alarmed Western museums, fearing that the Oba might lock away these objects inside his palace under conditions they considered below museum standards. But regardless of their opinions, many Nigerians argued that being told how to care for their own artifacts by the same powers who stole them in the first place is simply a continuation of colonialism. Thanks for watching and subscribe.